Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go. Right out of the gate on this Tuesday morning. Again, hopefully everything is starting off well for you. Again, the one thing you may have noticed out the door this morning, as promised, it is less humid, right? We've had all that thick tropical moisture. In fact, each of the last several mornings, we've even had a little ground fog try and develop because of that tropical moisture. We had the little boundary move through as we went through yesterday evening and the overnight. It's giving us a bit more of a northerly wind. So not that the air is ultra dry, but it is definitely less humid this morning compared to the last several mornings. That will be the theme as we go through the afternoon. Cloud cover may hang a little tough as we go through the day, and because of that, we may struggle to a daytime high right around 80 here in the Metroplex. We did have one stray shower here in Dallas County this morning, but outside of that, as we go through the afternoon, I am anticipating a drier day. In fact, the theme of drier weather, it is going to be the theme as we go through the rest of your work week, right? We're going to have one more opportunity of rain and storms, maybe late Wednesday and early Thursday. And then the way it looks right now, the only other meaningful opportunity of rain and storms will be on Friday as a cold front arrives. And we could have a little hit of severe weather with that as well. I'm going to update you on that coming up. But this is what we did yesterday, right? That little boundary that I was talking about, that little surface boundary was wobbling through. And again, really as anticipated, as we applied the daytime heating around that boundary, we bubbled up thunderstorms, but they did not move very much, and they tapped into that rich Gulf of Mexico moisture that was in place. So what happened with that? We had some pretty impressive rainfall totals here. You can see a lot of locations picking up 1 to 2+ inches of rain, but the deal is, who saw rain? Well, not everybody, so it was really feast or famine as we went through yesterday afternoon into the evening. The red and blue line, that is that little boundary. Believe it or not, it didn't make a lot of forward progress overnight. As we go through this afternoon, it's going to be drifting through our southern counties and in our southern and southeastern counties as we go through the afternoon. Similar story, applying a little daytime heating, and again, we may bubble up a few showers and thunderstorms. The data today, not as bullish or not as excited about bubbling up showers and thunderstorms, but there will at least be some probability, mainly in our southern counties behind the boundary, that appears as though it's going to be a mostly dry day. And like I mentioned, that will be the theme as we go through a good part of our work week. Now, the only real exception to that, and this is the reason why, the only real exception to that is going to be, again, late Wednesday and a Thursday. We've got a storm trough that's developing well off to our east. In fact, it's going to continue to kind of dig down, if you will, into parts of the deep south. The reason why I'm mentioning that, as that storm trough digs down, it's going to put our jet stream flow pattern into the northwest, coming in from the northwest. This time of year, anytime you have a northwesterly flow, you always look upstream. What develops to your north will ride that down to the south and to the southeast. And as it turns out, as we get into, again, talking about late Wednesday into Thursday, we'll have storms develop off to the north. Some of those may try and make their way into the area. Again, I'll show you that coming up. If we do bubble up any activity today down in our southern counties, again, some of that could be, again, strong, but not necessarily severe. Here's the opportunity of Wednesday, tomorrow Wednesday. Again, storms develop out here across parts of the high plains and the Texas Panhandle. And then again, as we go through Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, again, some of that activity may try and drain, if you will, down into our area. Otherwise, today, if you look carefully, you can see the model trying right there to develop a few showers and thunderstorms down to the southeast. Again, like I mentioned, the data not overly excited today like it was yesterday. So we'll just call it about a 20% opportunity. Otherwise, as we get into tomorrow, Wednesday, looking off here to the northwest, there it is. Again, you see activity develop. And again, the big question is, can that activity hold together long enough to try and make a run down towards our northwestern counties by early Thursday morning? Again, that right there is where the end of the high res data is. So we'll track that, and of course we'll keep you up to date on that as we go through today and into tomorrow as well. 80s generally for daytime highs. Again, maybe even a few upper 70s up along the Red River Valley. There's that 20% rain opportunity I was talking about. Looks pretty spotty, pretty hit and miss as we go through the day. And then again, if you are making any kind of evening plans, there it is, a little more comfortable this evening with temperatures easing down through the 70s. Again, even less humid. And again, because we're less humid overnight, take a look at that. Some locations will even be in the 50s for morning lows by sunrise tomorrow morning, mainly up there along the Red River Valley. And then again, even as we go through tomorrow, Wednesday, the 80s continue to be, again, fairly strong around the area. So there it is. There's that next opportunity of showers I was talking about, potentially early Thursday morning.